teacher at CCB. That would be fun. Okay, so we'll get started. So I'm going to briefly just talk through some glossary words that we need to know, just like how in ballet you have tendu and port de bras and stuff. These are words that you need to know. So today we're going to be dancing through a tango. So it's in 4 counts. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 measures of 4, and the last measure ends in a 3. Okay, so just knowing that will help you count the dance at the end as well. Compás just means keeping the rhythm. So if you stay in compás, it means that you're staying in rhythm, which is very important in dance and in flamenco as well. So also a compás is a measure of 4 in this case. So if I say you have 3 compasses, it means you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Then you have marcaje, which literally means marking. So if you are practicing a dance and you don't want to do the loud footwork, you can mark the arms, but then you're not doing the heavy footwork. That's marcaje. Also, if you're performing or improvising and there's a singer, then you wouldn't be doing the loud footwork, you would be doing the upper body mostly, and then some legs without the heavy footwork. Taconeo is the footwork, how you have in tap. Flamenco has its own footwork. Braceo is the arms, which we'll discuss in a little bit. And then palmas is the clapping of the hands. And you have la sorda, which is the deaf one, which is just closed. And you have the open clapping, yeah? And those are the words that we'll be discussing today and where we're learning. So let's start with a compás. So if you want to step back, can maybe, I don't know if you can fully see my feet. If not, we'll have to change here. You can't. So here we go. This is why we do this. Make sure. View, so you can see my feet a lot better from here. Right. If you can see my feet, let me pin myself here so I can see myself way better. Okay, good. So we're gonna do the 1 count with our foot, and then 2, 3, 4 with our palms. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we'll do the first 3 measures with a closed hand. The last measure of 3 we'll do hand open on 2, 3. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So the 1 is on the leg. Everything else is going to be on the arms. Now in flamenco, you want a nice, strong upper body. You don't want to flop your hands. You want to stay just nice and strong on those arms, okay? And you're not going to open and close so big. I'm going to turn to face you. You're going to keep it together in the body. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So I'm gonna play, let's do that 4 times with just some music, and then we'll add on to it. We'll make it a little bit faster with our clapping. So here we go. Let's do that one. Good. Can you hear the music good? So this is a compás for tango. Here we go. You have 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 1, 1, 2 more times. 1, floor. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah? Any questions with that? You can, if you're on Zoom, you can unmute yourself. Yeah? So I would like to make that just a little bit more complex, since I do feel like we might have other people joining. So you would have 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, if that is like too much, you just keep it simple. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now a little bit more complex one is that one that I just showed you. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I'll do that again. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, should we try that with music? Yeah, okay, let's try that with music. And then we're gonna talk about arms, and then we're gonna combine kind of footwork and arms together at some point today. So these are just the basics. I'm gonna do the more complex one this time, but you can stay with the simple. You can stay with the 1. Okay, that's the simple one. A little bit more complex one is 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's give it a try. 5, 6, here we go. And 1. Nice. Good. So that was just kind of keeping the compás. And if you're in a circle of other flamenco dancers, you're keeping the compás for the dancer. You're also keeping the compás for yourself. So it's just good to know how to do. So braceo, it's just the arms. We'll start with fists closed. Now you have, if you've ever taken ballet, they look very similar. You have down here, wide, and then up all the way. At the same time, you have movement that comes to the side, down and up, to the side, down and up. And then you have movement that comes in front of the body, slightly across, And this one, you really feel your back doing the movement, okay? So again, you have down, you have side, you have up, you can open to the side and up. I'm not doing the hands yet, I'm just keeping it simple for now. And then you also have front and across, okay? Now when it comes to the hands, we'll start with closed fist. You really want your forearm and your arm not to move around too much. It stays nice and strong. So you're really just moving right on the joint of the wrist. Yeah. So try not to let those elbows flip-flop around. You're just moving out. So we'll start here, and we'll start out, and then in. And then out, and then in. Do that 2 more times, and then out. Trying to keep those arms just nice and still as much as possible, and out and in, okay? So we'll start down here. And we'll do out and in. Move it to the side. And out and in. Move it upward. And out and in. Move it to the side. And out and in. Back down. If your forearms are starting to feel a light burn, that's good. In. Inside. Out and in. And up. Out and in. Don't let those shoulders creep up. And out and in. And release. Good. Shake those hands. Hopefully you felt a little bit of that here. Now when it comes to the las manos, the hands, how I was taught is that you can think of starting with your pinky, just so that you know what direction you're going to. But then, you know, you kind of build your own style a little bit, and that is okay. But we'll start with the pinky. So you'll bring the pinky in and then out, and then bring it back in and open. Pinky and out and back in. Yeah, so pinky and out and back in. Pinky and out and back in. So we're gonna do it with the music, but we'll start down here and we'll go out and in and out and in. Okay, elbows are out. They don't go down to the floor or up towards the ceiling. Okay, so starting down, you go out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's just do that 4 times. Yeah. Oh yeah, hi Lisa, yay. Okay, here we go, are you ready? Let's just give that a try with the music. Down here, open chest, we'll wait, soft knees, okay, don't lock those knees. Here we go, you go out, 3, 4, and in. 4 and out, 2, 3, 4, and in. Again. And out, 2, 3, 4, and in. 4 and out, 3, 4. I think of my hands almost like nice long eyelashes. And I'm just batting my eyelashes. Yeah. And 2, 3, 4, and in. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 4 and down. Good. Shake those hands. We're gonna do the same. Bring those hands up. As you go down, 1, 2, 3, 4, in to come back up. Out to go out to the side. Wrists come back in to come back up. So you have 1, 4, down, up, other side, down, on, up, other side again. And you can look to the side of the arm that's opening, and up, and side, and up. Good. Same thing for that front motion, right? Moving from the back. It's almost like you're opening a door, grabbing and pulling it back in. Okay? So pull and down across the body. Pull and down. Pull and down. Pull and down. So there's a little bit of an attitude as you come across the body. You can change your face, but you're always thinking of what are you opening, right? You're really thinking about that as you move your body. I would like to add all those together, side and front. Feet for now stay. We'll add the feet after this. Bring those arms up. Here we go. And 1, 2, 4. Inside. And up. Inside. And up. One more inside. Right arm comes forward. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And back. 3, 4. Across the body. And back. Round the back. Across the body. And back. Last one. Across the body. And back. Good. How are we doing? Good? Okay. Let's move on for a moment. So that is what you can expect of the arms in the routine. There is always, we'll have a front through center and down. Well, I'll explain that when that time comes, but it's pretty much all the way up through center and then down. Palms just kind of fall flat. All the way up and then boom, back down. Yeah, so you can kind of play with that. So moving on through the feet, you have a couple of things. Let's see what would be best. So if you see my feet a lot better. So I'm gonna move you guys down here as well. So you have a golpe, which is the whole foot. Whole foot falls flat, whole foot falls flat. You have planta, which is really the ball of the foot. And then the tacón is the heel. Planta, tacón. Planta, tacón. So again, you have golpe, which is the whole foot. And then you have planta, tacón. Planta, tacón. Now, one that you'll see in the phrase today is planta, tacón, frente, which is forward. So that one goes, I am going to mirror my Zoom people, which is going to reverse my Instagram people, but that's okay. Just kind of follow along as you can. So you have talón, planta, tacón, other foot, tacón, and then that back heel drops. So maybe I turn sideways, or maybe I turn back. So you have planta, tacón, tacón, tacón. Other side, planta, tacón, tacón, tacón. Planta, tacón, tacón, tacón. Planta, tacón, tacón, tacón. Does that make sense? Yeah, go slow. You don't want to do it fast just yet. So again, that's heel, heel, heel. Ball, heel, heel, heel. Ball, heel, heel, heel. Ball, heel, heel, heel. And you don't want to get into the habit, I'll turn sideways. You don't want to get into the habit of like stepping really big, because as your footwork gets faster, you're not going to have time for that. So it would have to be ball, heel, 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 ball, heel, heel, heel. So try to keep it small range so that as your footwork gets faster, you're not bringing that leg too far in. And then the last one is planta, tacón, punta, which is almost the same thing, but it's to the back. So you have planta, tacón, punta, heel. Okay, so I'll turn backwards. Planta, tacón, punta, heel. So instead of the heel, you're doing the toe. Okay, planta, tacón, punta, tacón. Planta, tacón, punta, tacón. Planta, tacón, punta, tacón. Planta, tacón, punta, tacón. Okay? How are we doing? So, questions? Good. Okay, I'm gonna bring these guys back up. All right. Good. I mean, the footwork, I think for the dance, all you have to do is just the golpe, which is the whole foot, and then just the planta, which is the ball of the foot. Okay, that's really the main ones we'll use today. Okay, so let's move on to the phrase that I want to dance with you today. Let's see what is helpful. I might still need to shift you guys back further. Let's see. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So we start with arms up. And as the arm comes down, you're going to step forward. So you do forward and together. Other side. Forward, together. Forward, together. Forward, together. So we do that 4 times. Right, left, okay? Let's do that again. And I'm just stepping forward. The foot can be slightly rotated, but you're not gonna force anything like that, yeah? So, and it's the planta. I'm turning it so you can see it. There's the ball of the foot, and then the whole foot when you come back in, okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Arms are going to start coming down at the end of that. You're going to start with your right arm across, same leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and 2, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4, and in, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and 3, 4. Okay? Let's just do that little bit with music. Any questions? Good. And there is a healthy amount of tension with the flamenco upper body. I really feel my whole arm doing the hands, right? So it's not floppy around, right? It's really strong. I feel my back engage as I'm like wrapping my fingers around, okay? Here we go. I'm gonna keep that same tempo for now. It can definitely get faster, but we won't do that today. Bring those arms up. You're still engaging through that core. Chest is slightly forward. And here we go. You go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Right arm forward. 3, 4. 4. And right. And in. And left. And good. We doing good there? Questions? Okay. Let's add the next part, which you've already practiced. So you finish the left and in. You're gonna do one full set of the palmas with the foot. So the simple one would be 1, if you want to make it a little more complex, you just finish your left one. You go 1, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, right arm. Sorry, I'm mirroring you. 1, if you're in Zoom. 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, or simple. And that last one, the arms are gonna come up. It's like there's a little firework, a little explosion. And then you're gonna take those arms all the way down from the side, because then we'll go into something a little bit different. Yeah? Let's just give that a try, okay? Here we go. Questions? Okay, we're just kind of adding things up as we go along. Here we go. Here we go. You have right. Left. Forward and 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, and 1. Here comes. You're going fast. You have 1. Around. You have 4 measures here. How are we doing? You want to do that one more time? Yeah, one more time. And then we'll add the next part. 5, 6. Here we go. You have right side and really think of those arms going through something nice and thick. And forward and 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, left. 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, in. 3, 4, left. Here comes the compás. Here we go. You have 1. 4, 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. Yeah? Great. Nice job, you guys. Okay. Now we start getting a little bit more complex, but for all my dancers out there, this should not be too bad. So you finished down. I'm going to show you the feet first. Okay? So you have right, cross, back, golpe. Okay? We're going to, in a way, fast, call it something else, almost like a pas de bourrée. But you don't want to think in other dance terms. You want to try to start segmenting into each style, how they call it. But you open, so there's the whole foot, open, back, front, together. Okay, so you have 1, 2, and 3. Again, so you just finish here, just the legs, 1, 2, and 3. The arms, you're going to cross the same leg, that arm goes on top, okay? So the arms go 1, 2, 3, down, 4. They come across the body. They come from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I'll maybe get closer so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together would be 1, 2, and 3. So I don't start rolling my wrists until I start crossing that leg back. Back and together. So open, back, and together. 2 more times. Open, back, and together. 1 more. Open, back, and together. So you just finished those 4 measures, those 4 compases all the way down. And then you have 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to hit your knee, okay? And then the whole foot comes back down. So you do 1, 2, and 3, pa-pam, pa-pam. Yeah, so if you're singing it, and if you have a skirt, like if you had the skirt, you would just see like the volume of the skirt kind of be very playful, right? So if you feel silly, if you're wearing like leggings like me, that's okay. But when you have the skirt, it looks really, really fun. So you have 1, 2, and 3, ba-bam, ba-bam. It'll be easier once you hear the music. 1 more time. And 1, 2, and 3, ba-bam, ba-bam. Good. Let's do it with music all the way till there. Yeah? Questions? Yeah, and just bring on all the attitude that you have. Yeah. Here we go. If you're barefoot, just be careful not to hurt your foot if you're stomping heavily on your feet. You want to take care of them. And here we go. You have a 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And left arm forward. And forget to mirror you. Here we go. And 2, 3, 4, and boom. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. Fast. You have a 1. 1. Body turns back to the front. But you're gonna face a bowl. Here we go. You have 1. Yeah. Let's just do that part one more time. Here we go. And boom, 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 bum, bum, bum. Good. And then just really get those elbows out there so they don't stay. You're not doing these. Yeah. 5, 6. Let's just do that part. Again, you have side, boom, 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 bum, bum, bum. Yeah. You're really thinking about bringing that foot back down. Let's do it from the beginning again. Here we go. You have a 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, and out. And right. Don't get that arm too high. Don't get it covering your face right now. Go a little bit lower. Come fast. 1, 4, 4, 3. Feel your back. Here we go. You have 1. Boom, 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 boom. You ready for a little bit more? Okay, so you just finished. Bum, 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 bum. You're gonna step. Step right, heel, left, heel, ball the foot. This is where the rhythms start getting nice and funky and fun. So you have bum, 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 bum. So if I was counting it, 1, 2, and 3, and a 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me make sure I'm counting it right. Ooh, because the next part is not the easiest. Okay, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So from that last heel, drop that ball of the foot, clap, chest, chest, foot. So step, heel, ball, clap, chest, chest, foot. Yeah. So from that last heel, you do ball, clap, boom, boom, boom. 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah. Let's do it from the side. Yeah. Here we go. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. Yeah. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. How are we doing there? Don't hit your face. Make sure it's on your chest. Yeah, good. You want to hear with the music? I think it'll be easier to hear it once you hear it. Here we go. I'm just going to do this last part so you can hear it, and then we'll do the whole thing. I'll do it again. And you can just make it your own, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Should we try it from the beginning? Here we go. 5, 6, here we go, and 1. And forward. Fast. Feel your spine, feel your chest. Here comes the side. tapping is just helps with that rhythm. Here we go. You have 1. Five, 6. Here we go. You have 1. Let's do that again. 5, 6. Here we go. And questions? Let's do that again from the beginning, yeah? And just make sure your elbows don't drop. They're always out. Okay, they're always out. Chest is always open. Only time the elbows are kind of down is when you're doing that, the palmas. You don't want, those arms are not out to the side, those elbows are down, so you have that nice curve, yeah? Okay. Tempo is good. You don't want to go faster yet, because even though this might feel slow, then this would feel really, really fast. Yeah, okay. Yeah, although that would be really fun to try too if you want. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, here we go. And feel that tension. Think it. And there is a little pause. There's a little pause there, right? Pa, ping, pam, pa, pira, pira. That again, just this. Here we go, and what? Yeah. Okay. Want to try 2 more times before we end? Yeah? Okay. Same tempo, or do you want that last one to be faster? Is this faster? Okay, we'll do same tempo this one, and then we'll bring it up a notch in the last one, just for fun. Okay, here we go. 5, 6, here we go, and strong are out, so they're not here. Okay, let's see. Is that too crazy, or should we just try it? This is what this means. This is what this means for that part. Yeah, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it, just for fun. This is fast. You want to try that one more time? Last time. 5, 6, here we go. And across. Yeah. What's really, really fun is, you know, when you have the skirt, or if you've ever seen a flamenco dancer, that footwork, you know, they lift their skirt so you can see it, but it can get so, so fast. If you think tap dancers are fast, flamenco dancers are fast too, right? So, and then a lot of people don't know, before I put on any ballet shoes or tights, I started with flamenco when I was 4. And then at around 9, they told me all ballet all the time. So then I stopped. And I'm slowly trying to bring it back into my life because I love it so much and I've missed it. So thank you for joining me today. That was fun.
Thank you.
Maybe it's something I need to bring to our curriculum next year. That would be fun. So let's see. Oh, I just saw your message about the music volume. Sorry. You should have been like, ah! Should have yelled at me via this.
I don't know why.
Let me play it. Let's see.
I could hear it when you were like close to the camera, but not when you stepped away for some reason.
How's that?
Yeah. I can hear it now, but then when you went like back to the back of your room to start it, for some reason I couldn't hear it.
Bizarre. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind and I'll make sure to pay a little bit more attention next time. Thank you, Instagram. Bye.
I will warn you.
Great. Well, thank you so much, you guys. Let me know if you want this kind of class again. Otherwise, I think next week I was planning on doing modern, just to keep Fridays fresh. So, all right, you guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye. Thank you.